Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is your co host, Ernie. On top of the desk is his faithful companion, the rubber ducky, but on Sports News Review, we call him Felix. Alrighty, Ernie. Has it been a week at least? The last edition of World Sports News with Ernie. And today we're just going to do mostly World Sports News Olympic coverage. Well, Ernie, the first one you see says pole vault and women's. Now, I actually watched it, so it's something I could put down as in coverage. Is that I actually watched the pole vault finals. I just got extremely lucky that I got to see the pole vault finals on the women's side, but the men's wasn't that night or something. I didn't see it that night, Ernie. But at least I did wanted to watch pole vault, and I got to see it live, and that was fun. I enjoyed watching the pole vault on the women's, and then the team handball, Ernie. I didn't actually see any games, but I really would have liked to see team handball. But if I see some reruns of any Olympic handball, the pole vault on the men's, the skateboarding and the other events, I'll watch them again. But we'll start with the pole vaulting once again with the pole vault and the women's. Okay, that's the one I actually seen on the television. Like I said, I didn't see the men's, so I can go to the pole vault for the women's and try to refresh my memory on who won the gold medal, and let's see. Okay, it's just I'm having trouble with the tablet here. Okay, come on, tablet. Oh, Tabby, where are you? Okay, why are you doing this to me? Okay. Okay, I'm not signed in to this tablet, so it's being very temperamental. Okay. Why does everything take so long? Okay. I'm just not used to these slow tablets. Okay. Alrighty, okay, so what I'll do is I'll type in, okay, so OLYMPIC medals by sport. I'm going to put, okay, so Olympic medals by sport in 2024. So I'll just go to the events that I care about, and I'll try to find pole vault because that's the one I seen. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe this Olympic medals by countries. No, I don't really care about each. Oh, I just by the sport. Okay, let's see. That way I can, because there's so many medals. I need to really. Okay, I hope I can get it by the sport. I didn't see. That's the thing. This is going by country, and it's. Oh, jeez, I got it. How do you find it by the sport? Okay, this is gonna be tough. This is going to be tough. Is any? I want it by the country. The game. Okay. Official medal count. Okay. The medal tracker. Okay. I want it. Okay, I want by the sport. Olympic medals. Okay. Okay. How I don't I just don't know why not I can't find this information I'm looking for. It's really it's really getting hard to um. It's so easy to find it by the country you're looking for, but I want it by events. I'll put event. Maybe that. Maybe understand. Maybe the word event will sound look better on the. Okay, come on. This old tablet's taking forever. Oh wow! All this. I better put it on pause. Alrighty, Ernie. I think I might have found. I should say the web page I'm looking for. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm gonna go to. Let's see. Okay, it says art. Okay, let's see. What was I looking for? Okay. Oh yeah, first the where's the. Oh, okay, if I guess it's athletics. Okay. Okay, not this one. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be athletics. Okay, then try that again. Athletics. Okay, so then I'm gonna try medal table. It's just gonna give me the country, or maybe not. Maybe I hope it just doesn't give me the country. I want the event. This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. Uh, this is not what I'm looking for. Uh, just. I guess. Okay, so I guess I'll have to just go individually. Okay, so there's only. There's only. I would like a table of the events so I could just uh, pick and choose which events I want to say who won. Like, look at the medal counting, and it is just hard to get that information because they always most likely they just you find that they list it by country. They're constantly listed by country, so I guess we just have to go to the individual events. All right. Okay. So what I'm gonna put is the LYMP Olympic pole vaulting. Olympic pole vault. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So. Okay. The athletes was this the one I watched? And Kennedy. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because Moon came in second with the United States. This must be the one I seen. And Kennedy. Okay. Let's see. Yes. On the women, it was N. Kennedy. Okay, so it stands for Nina. Nina. Okay, so Nina Kennedy. Yeah, who holds national pole vault. Okay, she won the medal, gold medal. Yeah, at the 2024. So that was the person I was watching winning that gold medal. So it was Nina Kennedy. Okay. Okay. She must be tall too. I bet she's pretty tall. 1.65 meters. Okay, you know what, Ernie? I'm not 100% sure what 1.65 meters is. Okay, so I'm gonna just 1.65 meters. Let's see. So, sorry, excuse me. So, 1.65. Okay, so 1.65 meters. Wait, 5 feet 4 inches? No way. Wait, that's all. That's. She was. I thought she was tall. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. You really don't. You don't expect. I thought she was like 6'2", 6'4", something like that. At least 6'8". I wouldn't have been surprised if she was 6'8". Pole vaulter. The taller you are, you got the advantage. But wow, I really think I'm totally. I'm just like wow, wow. Well, yeah, she did jump pretty tall. The height. What was the height? She, and it's just totally like let me see, like kind of because I bet you if I look at the other person who won silver, maybe she'll be like, okay, K Moon. Let's go with this K Moon, and she's 1.73 meters. 1.73 meters. Okay, I'm totally shocked that she's only one. Okay, so the other person, what? It's just okay. Well, this is A Newman for Canada, and that was the bronze. I'm only interested in the height because I'm totally like wow, wow. So for people to think that only the taller people, the tallest people, 1.75. See, that's what you kind of okay, because 1.75 is when it comes to okay when it comes to I'm still not good. 1.75 is how much? Is it at least 6 feet? Okay, so 1.75 5 feet 8 inches. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is, you know what? Maybe it's the long jump, the high jumper. I'm thinking of. If you're not tall in the high, it's the high jumper. Okay, we'll try to find the pole vault for the men's, and then we'll look at the women's high jump and the men's high jump. We'll just add events as we go on because we didn't. Like I said, I didn't want to forget to mention team handball, so that's why I put the team handball in there. And then the pole vault, the women's. I seen the event, so and I I just thought they were all tall. Like that's what I thought. Like they were tall because, but I'm just thinking it's got to be the high jump is usually the okay. So high jump is usually the taller person because you're already off the ground that you already start off that high, Ernie. So Ernie, uh, there's like if someone is a certain height and they're in high school and like, oh, I can't do pole vault. Yes, you can. There, you could. Yes, you can do pole vault. I know the high jumping is tough one. I know the high jumping. The taller person is gonna have the advantage. Okay, so we'll go pole vault and okay, Olympic pole vault. Okay, so I'm gonna put Olympic pole vault and okay. Now I'm gonna go to the men's because I didn't get a chance. Okay, so pole vault Olympics 2024 men's. Okay, okay, 2024 men's. Okay, come on, let's move on. Okay, so it's A Duplantis, Duplantis, that from Sweden. S Kendricks came in second, United States, and E Carolis from Carolis Karalis from Greece. So I'm gonna go with the Swede. Okay. Oh, they mentioned his height, 6 point. Yeah, 6. Okay, so he's 6'2". It looks like 5.95. Wait. Oh, that's 6.25 meters. They must pole vaulted. Okay. A Duplantis. A Duplantis. Okay, Kurt. Okay, he's 1.81 meters. Okay, so and on the men's side, 1.81 meters. Armand Duplantis in Sweden. Okay, so 1.85 meters, which I would be like. Okay, so 1.85 meters in feet. 6 feet. Ernie was only 6 foot tall. Like you, I think that he was like 6'8", 6'4", 6'6". I'm totally surprised that. I guess pole vaulting, you could still, you could be even average size, maybe. And for your local, like back in, like for say someone in high school, you don't have to be over 6 feet tall. They can't because no, these are the elites, the athletes. So if there's someone that's very good, is only and they're 5'10" or 5'8", give it a try. If you're, hey, I didn't realize it. So now you know what I'm gonna do is go. I'm gonna go to the high jump because then we'll find that. Okay, I'll start with the high jump in the women's. Uh, the high jump for women's, and okay, Olympics, and it's in the athletics. So it's M. No, sorry. Okay, the gold is Y, and then Chu Machu Ik, and with an H at the end. So from Ukraine, Ma Ma Chike Machik Machik. Okay, but it's gonna be tough for me to say this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go on that. Okay, okay, she's the gold. Okay, she won the gold. It's Yaroslava Oli Oleg Slovenia Mach Mach Uch Mauch Ik Mauchik. Ukrainian high jumper. Okay. Okay, she is 1.8 meters. She's 6 foot tall. Okay, yeah, 6 foot. Okay, 6 foot. She won gold for the women's. Yeah, yeah, that's you expect that to be at least 6 foot tall. Okay, so 1.85 meters is 6 foot tall. Okay, so I'm gonna put the men's now on the men's side, and on the men's side he's gonna possibly 6 foot and over. That's for sure. I'd be totally shocked if it was a person that was uh, under 6 feet winning the high jump. Okay, so on the men's, okay, it's going to be H Kerr New Zealand. Okay, H Kerr New Zealand, and I don't know, it would be Henry Harold Houndstooth, New Zealand. Houndstooth Kerr. I know. H Kerr, Kerr. Okay, what happened just? Okay, H Kerr is Okay, H. Kerr. Hamish Kerr. Hamish. Hamish Kerr. Okay, from New Zealand. And he is the your about. Okay, he's height 1.98 meters. Okay, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, 1 point. What was it? Not 1.85 or no 1 point. What was it again? 1.95 meters. Okay, 1.98 meters. Okay, 1.98 meters. Okay, now I'm gonna put 1.98 meters. Okay, 1.98 meters feet. 6'5", 9.9, almost 6'6", close, but 6'5". Yeah, yes, I would expect a high jumper for the men, 6'5". Yeah, yeah, it's gonna happen. The win gold. And it's just the way the world is. You can't. It's not some kind of discrimination against a shorter person. It's that person's already, like his, like just say the waist area is already at a certain height. It's just standing there. Now, remember, if you're 5'5", that means that your legs are longer to propel, and of course, it's just the way it works, Ernie. That it's just the height rule is the person that's taller has a huge advantage in the sport of high jumping, and it's just the way it is because the person's already at that height, and now on top of it, this is a world class athlete. Even if he was 6 foot tall, he'd still be a good high jumper, but he wouldn't be the Olympic high jumper he is. He could end up just a bronze instead of the gold, could be like at 6 feet and says his height is 6'5". That's another like step, like another up, like when they raise the bar higher, like yeah, he would have not. That's just it's I know. Trying. I'm just telling it like it is, Ernie. I'm not being like. I say like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say, oh, if say a person's only 5'8", 5 feet 8 inches. No, you're not gonna. You can't beat this person. You'd have to have this insanely strong calf muscles, like some kind of almost like almost this muscle density of a cat to be able to overcome. Well, if it was a cat, let's not kid ourselves. A cat would be able to jump 10 feet, high jump 10 feet in the human form. If a cat was 6 foot tall, it would be able to high jump 10 feet with its powerful legs. It's just a different muscle density, Ernie. In life. I'm just saying, generally speaking. So, yeah, this person would have to be a super, like, it's just the limits of what we have so far. What the limits of what a human can attain height with just using legs and not having height as an advantage, like this person at 6'5". It's not. Yeah, he's just. What are you gonna do? And it doesn't guarantee that a person 6'8" could easily beat this person. No, because this person that has 6'8" or 6'10", just say, has to be a world class athlete that can do the basic high jump, which even I'm just pretending that I'm 7'5", maybe I can't even high jump my own height. Let me say, high jump the starting one. maybe I just have no ability to, you're just saying, Ernie. There's like there's it goes together in hand. Like I say, like the height equal with the world class ability, the world class athlete ability. That's when it becomes like uh, you know, a different plane, a different. Yeah, it's hard to compete. It's just, and that's just the way it's going to be, Ernie. And it's just one sport, and basketball is the same thing. It's like, what are you going to do? It's a height for taller people, and I mean, a sport for taller people, as in like for forward and guard, and because yeah, to block, it's for defense. Main a lot, and height is the block because the chance to block more shots being the taller person, and you got your point guards, your guards. Point guard is the one that's the good shooter, and it doesn't just because if they're at the back. Basketball is not like hockey. You don't. It's not the same kind of deal where you you know the like guarding the net. You want your tall players to guard the net. It's a both. Like there's the point guard can go out and hustle and try to get the ball more than the blocking guard. So yeah, well, at least we found another sport to put up was the high jumping, and okay, so we'll go to the team handball. Now, the team handball, I didn't really get to see any of it, which I'm kind of like, well, at least there's still winter leagues in Europe to report on, and what I'm going to do now is, well, I'll just go to. I'm going to go to the Team Handball Olympics. Okay. Okay. OL. Okay, so Team Handball Olympics. Okay. They call it just handball, but okay. Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't get a chance to see it. One of them, anyways. The finals. Uh, the gold medal match. I don't know if it's the women's or the men's. And then there's the bronze medal match. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. The women and the men's. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't want that. I went to a metal table again. Full. Okay, so I guess I'll just go to Olympic handball. Okay, Olympic handball. They don't like the squash court with the handball. They don't do that. Okay, so okay, 14, 50, sure. Okay. Oh, the triple jump. Gold was J Diaz. See, this sports that come on. Oh, the water polo. Oh yeah, it's part of my. It's part of those sports. I didn't get to see. Okay, there's another. Okay, okay. Let's see. Okay, why can't I just get the? Why is it at Spain 2024 Olympic? No, I wanted the. Oh, jeez, it's just I do it all wrong. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's try this. This tablet is not the one to play with when you're doing these shows. Okay, I mean I am very frustrated because the other tablet, the better one, is uh, okay. The other one is the battery is low on it. Okay, this is annoying. Okay, so Okay, so Olympic and handball. I'm gonna put Wikipedia because I just gonna want to get. I just I just want Olympic handball Wikipedia. Handball Wikipedia. Handball at the 2024 Summer Olympics. Okay. Okay, schedule events, qualification, medal summary. Okay, women's tournament. Okay. Okay, I'll go with the men's tournament first. It's got listed. Okay, Group A, quarterfinals. Okay, Group B. Okay, okay. We got it covered here. Okay. Oh, they had a bronze medal. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like Denmark won gold. Yes, Denmark won gold. Germany won silver, and because it was Denmark versus Germany for the men's on the men's side, and the Spain won the bronze, and won over Slovenia. So yeah, Germany and Denmark. Yeah, I can expect that they have a lot of good. They have a lot of leagues in those two countries. Well, Denmark must have just had some really good players to choose from. Maybe they have a, Ernie, I never looked at the leagues in Denmark, but I know Germany has a lot of leagues, and so does Spain. That's how Spain ended up, and Slovenia have a lot of leagues. Well, I can understand to really go all in with the go all in if you're Denmark's and Slovenia's and Spain to go all in on the handball because you got a chance to with all the leagues you got a chance to pick pick and choose the best. I mean, like if there's an American in Spain, they become a Spanish citizen. They're playing in a Spanish pro league, and yeah, they're playing, and then they get to represent Spain in the Olympics because they're not going to go play on USA team because they just had no chance of going anywhere. But yeah, so yeah, okay, so it was Denmark 39 and Germany 26. Okay, so it was a big win. And wow, okay. So the women, okay, I'll go with the women's. Where did I find handball? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, the venues. Okay, the men's. Okay, the women's tournament. Okay, following it. Okay, okay. So on the women's tournament side, okay, we had Group A. Okay, Group B, and then we had the qualifying rounds. And okay, so in the semifinals, it was Norway 25, Denmark 21. Okay, so then it became. And then the other semifinal was Sweden 28 and France 31. So Denmark didn't get the sweep of the men's and women's gold medal. So it went to well, they did get the bronze medal in the women's, but on the men's it was not the host country France because Norway was 29 and France 21. So Norway won the gold medal in handball, which I could see that happening if you're Norway. Hockey, like ice hockey, is pretty well done. More, well, it's more of Sweden and Finland that really gets a lot of those. Well, there is good Norwegian hockey players, but Finland and Sweden has a bigger population, so they're going to get more. It just and more. They have more leagues, more chances of people trying out. But yeah, so I could see Norway, giving it their best handball because there they are, winning a gold medal in handball at the Olympics. So okay, I can't wait till later winter time to actually watch a handball game, or like watch handball. So I'll be like, I guess the next ones will be like the Euro Cups and that. The uh, and we'll see in the winter time if there's team handball on the other part of the world, like Asia, and the other half of our globe. If in Asia, the continent of Asia, and that would be a lot of fun to uh, look at some handball games out in that with and Australia. So, well, we'll go to our next board, Ernie. I'll just have to hit pause for a second because I'm gonna have to switch it all up here. Just want to make sure I hit the pause, not hit the stop button. I couldn't start it up again. That's all I got. I can only pause. Okay, pause. Alrighty, Ernie. Change the board up. And first one, we'll stick with the Olympics and the coverage I would have liked to have seen, but I didn't see, unfortunately, sport climbing. And I got it. It just happens, Ernie. I only seen a little bit of it, but I didn't get to see the final. But what I did see was a little fun. It was fun to watch. Uh, I thought earlier, remember, I was like, all right, climbing. And I thought it was going to be mountain climbing. Like, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know if to be able to do that. That's no. But the idea of mountain climbing and time event, and it's not going to good. It's a recipe for like disaster. But the sport climbing is different. That, of course, you can, you know, you don't have to. There's no mountains. There's no mountain to climb, as in like being able to participate. It's worldwide to be able to participate, and it's the so there's different categories of it too. Okay, I think okay. So sport climbing came as an event, and 2020 there was an event. It looks like, but in 2024, okay. So it says the men's combined. Okay, the men's combined was Toby Roberts from Great Britain. Great Britain? I thought, okay, I guess England, Great Britain is the same. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, so 2024 Paris, Toby Roberts and the men. Okay, won the gold. Okay, so. And then the men's speed. Okay, that was the combined. I'm not sure. Not sure. I think I remember watching the speed one. It was really fast. Yeah. Okay, they just zip up that wall. Right. Okay, so 2024 in the men's speed, it was VEDDIQ. So RRIQ. So Vidrik Leonardo from Indonesia. Okay, so on the combined, it was Albert. Okay, so the gold was Toby Roberts from Great Britain. And on the men's, it was speed. It was Vedrik Leonardo from Indonesia. Okay, and then on the women's combined, it was in 2024 Paris, Jana Garnbret, GARNBRET. So JANJA, Janje, or Janja. Garnbret, Slovenia. So from Slovenia. Okay, that was on the women's combined. And then on the women's speed, it was from Poland. Alexandra Miroslav. I got that correctly. Somehow I pronounced it correctly. Okay, so that was the one that was on the goal for women's speed. Ernie, it was like I said. I'll watch. I'll watch the next Olympics. Los Angeles. Am I watching sport climbing? If I catch it, I'm gonna watch sport climbing. I'm gonna try to watch the high jump. I'm gonna try to. I hope I catch the pole vault and the men's, not just the women's. I was at least I enjoyed watching the women's. At least some pole vault. I didn't get far, but and the skateboarding, and and now the skateboarding I want to watch. See now, oh, the breakdance. See, we're not even gonna spend that much time on sport climbing, and I probably spent more time doing the letters on the board than I'm going to be talking about it. But I will, like I said, I would watch sport climbing again, and like I only got to see one night. I didn't. It's just weird how my viewing habits just a lot of just hits and misfires, and then with the remote might have pushed the wrong. Might have pushed the put. I forgot to put it back, and they probably could have had like sport climbing when I didn't. Again, like there was a lot of events I didn't care for at all. Like I said, the soccer being one of them. I, like I'm already 40 minutes into the video. Like I'm not gonna. Like I said, don't come to Sports News Review and World Sports News with Ernie and get your soccer news. Not really. I'm not. I'm not. It's not like I said. It's not like as if I'm watching sport climbing weekly, but I never get a chance to watch sport climbing. But if I could watch sport climbing as easily as I can soccer, I'd be watching sport climbing steady. Uh, Soccer is just personal. I'll just watch it on my own, but I don't feel like bringing it up on World Sports News with Ernie. It's just this people that like soccer. It's easy to get their soccer news and commentary, good commentary on it. And I guess I'm trying to make justification for doing all that. This time I took, I should say, the time I took to do this sport climbing. Now I'm kind of like, oh well. But maybe I could have got this from the skateboarding when I did the skateboarding too. So, anyways, and the end was supposed to be the twin peaks of this hill, the two peaks. I guess it'd be like I don't even know. The thing is that like if this was a person, sport climbing going up this wall using WO and then, you know what I mean, and then have to get to the top, Rocky. Anyways, so when they get to the top here, like climbing from the bottom, on your mark, ready, set, beep, and they're climbing up to sport climbing. Do the can. Hey, Ernie is just looking at me going, okay, you okay? No, I'll be alright, Ernie. Sorry. I'll be alright. Okay, so we'll go to snooker, and I found that there's the U.S. Oh wait, did it already happen? I can't remember it now. Is it still ongoing? Let's see. Okay, so I'll go to snooker. So S and okay, there's my snooker.org. And I found something to put up quickly as I'm doing the boards, Ernie, and it was the women's U.S. Open. These boards really help out, Ernie. They just like remind me of what to talk about. Okay, now, it was August the 11th. Oh, the U.S. Women's Open. Okay, so there must have been August the 11th. Okay, so it was the Ox Billiards at Seattle. It was actually the official name of it was the WineCellars.com U.S. Women's Open. That's snooker. And I could see the idea behind the WineCellars.com sponsoring the U.S. Women's Open snooker is because it's supposed to be like this refined sport, to like, just, be able to enjoy a nice glass of a wine while watching a the snooker at the table, because it'd be like there'd be tables, they'd be serving. Of course, they're going to be serving wine at the winesellers.com U.S. Women's Open. So it was from August 9th to 11th at the Ox Billiards. And let's see this. It was in Seattle, Washington. Okay, it says Seattle, USA. But for me, I didn't put USA Ernie, because I already put U.S. Open, and Seattle is so unique that anyone around the world knows there's only one Seattle, and that's in Washington. And this Seattle, Washington, and it already says U.S. Open. How do you not know it's USA? I mean, Washington, Seattle. It's just too easy. Okay, so usually I would just put Seattle, USA, because it's worldwide audience, world sports. I was thinking of it, and going, nah, it's Washington's fine. I got U.S. right here, United States, right there. So, okay, so I'll go to results. Okay, let's see. The winesellers.com U.S. Open Women's Tour. Okay. Okay, so let's see. August the 11th. Okay, it looks. Okay, so. Okay, so the on the women's women's U.S. Open snooker was at the final was. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found the name. I found it. So it's Ngonyee. So it's Nig on Yi. Nigyanyi. So E was the last name, Yee. So that was the. So this was An Yi's first U.S. Open win, and okay, so Ngonyee. So An Yi, Nig An Yi, is your U.S. Women's Open. At the what is it the winesellers.com U.S. Open champion for 2024, and I was just glad to find. I would have liked to. I would have liked to have seen the final again, but once again, Ernie, I didn't. I didn't even know this was. I didn't even know it was on. I don't know how I would have found it, but it would have been hard to find it. But definitely would have wanted to see it. Okay, so I got one last thing, Ernie, and that's the Odd Sport Review. Olympic art. Not a typo. It was a sport at one time. Art. Okay, so, well, now it's going to be, that it does fit the category of Odd Sport Review. And being that we're just finishing up with the Olympics on Sunday, it was very timely to put Olympic art as your Odd Sport Review this week. So, Olympic art, it was there. Okay, I'm gonna look it up again where I found it. Okay, so, and Ernie, I submit to you, like, remember that drawing of you as a goaltender? That's sport related. I would say I would hand that one in for for team Sports News Review. I submit Ernie as a goaltender, a ball hockey goaltender, and went to try to win Olympic art gold medal. Okay, so Olympic art medals. Okay, so there it is. It's when the Olympics gave out medals for art. That's too bad. I don't know how you're gonna do it in this day and age. It had to be sports theme related, and people. It says people. It's one of the things that's about this webpage. It was like everybody I've spoken to has been surprised that there was the forgotten Olympic art competitions. I kind of like, yeah, I've heard about it long time ago. And I just found out. I don't know how I found it just now. I just found it again. Okay. It started with the 1912 Stockholm Games. Okay, okay. So there was all kinds of there was all kinds, but it had to be like sport inspired, and winners included a modern stadium. Oh wow, there was an ode to both the sport, ode to sport, painting. One, there's literature. Oh, literature, ode to sport. Yeah, there was medals. I could imagine just amazing. Okay, so then it became like statues, and I guess there was the 1928 Amsterdam Games. Uh, wow, there was. It's amazing how. Okay, then uh, the 1932 games. Okay, Ernie, what was crazy? Okay, people are gonna just like snicker and laugh too hard, but um, the 1932 games, the artworks drew a big crowd. It drew a big crowd. Everyone has an opinion, I guess, on which artwork should win a gold medal. You can imagine. So, like, I'm looking at it says nearly almost 400,000 people visited the Los Angeles Museum of History for the art category. The Olympics 32. I could. I think I don't know how can you bring this back. Can you bring the idea back? And but who's the judge? Who's the judge? It's gonna be tough to like. You know, I almost forgot breakdancing too, like the art sport, but it would be an Olympic event. So, um, I just, I just, because I was thinking like, who's the judge? Then yeah, how do you? Okay, now you see in the breakdancing, it's like the ice skating. Ice they call it the ice skating. Not like the one that's like a ice dance. The ice dance, like not ice skating, like with the camel or the camels. I almost said camel clutch. That's all bad. I'm so uncultured. Camel clutch. Mixing one nonsensical sport, wrestling, with the silliest, the silly wrestling idea with an actual sport. Okay, so now I'm gonna say that like I think even ballroom dancing was an Olympic sport if I remember correctly too. But I could see even okay, ballroom dancing can be an Olympic sport because there is an art form to it. It's the perfect synchronicity between the partners. It's gonna be like really sophisticated, kind of like with the suit, with the bow ties, and that kind of. I really, I don't pay stiff upper lip kind of detail to for a gold medal and that. But when it when we come back to the odd sport review of Olympic art, I mean, uh, I mean, here at Sports News Review, we're not uh, we're not putting it as odd sport. It's not the same as like uh, say like it was plunge. Oh yeah, the plunge. I was gonna save the plunge for the next one, where Olympic plunging, where it's like just jumping and see how far you can jump in a pool, and it's landing in a pool. So they call it the Olympic the plunge. Okay, now what was I gonna say? It's just that one is easy to measure as in distance. Okay, that's pretty obvious where it's gonna be measured in distance. Now, as far as Olympic art, it's gonna be tough to determine. Like, okay, there's so many. Okay, you got so many cultures. So whose cultures wins out when it becomes the Olympic sport review, as in the Olympic art? Like, who's like when I'm sorry when the judges are reviewing the participants' work. Now, whose culture wins out? Because it's like, do you go for the obvious, which is Greek inspired art, because early Greek, I'm talking like at the time of the when the Olympics were back 2,000 years ago with the Olympics in Greece. Now, drawing chariots with the horse, because they had chariot races. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And now, um, they were probably allowed to hit it. They were probably allowed to, I mean, they were probably allowed to push the other chariot, kick the other chariot. Yeah, rules, schmules. Don't get close. So, the what to say is like the art form is like do you get the obvious is to get inspired by the Greek, you know, and then so then you take a chance and you don't do Greek inspired art form, and so then it becomes like whose culture wins out. Now, it's just it's how do you yeah it's gonna be tough. Then how do you before the event starts is like what are we looking for here? You know, realism versus uh, just art form versus it's just gonna be tough. It's just I don't know how you're gonna be able a gold medal for well, here's the thing, Ernie, is that how elitist does it become? Uh, what happens if I try to submit my drawing of you when I, I mean, so like I said, if I try to submit my drawing of you as a goaltender, a ball hockey goaltender, that's sport inspired art. Now, do I get laughed off as like it's childish? But it's art. No, like, who's this? Like that's the thing. Like, this is a perfect example of me doing that drawing. And oh yeah, I could show it if I could find it, because if I could find it right now, if I could dig in and find it, do I? Where did I put it? Oh, I can't find it right now. I might knock wires out looking for it, but well, I could have showed it because it's mine. I drew it. Oops. What did I just do? Okay. Okay, so I didn't do anything. Okay, I hit the mouse by accident. Okay, so well, but there was Olympic art, and Oddly enough, Ernie, I'm not like trying to snicker. I'm not trying to get. Maybe the other the other odd sport reviews. I try to get like a little fun, tongue in cheek, and some snickering, like the snail racing. You know, it's all good, clean fun. Well, except if you don't lick the plate that the snail was just on. That's not a good idea. Okay, so um, as far as cleanliness goes. Okay, so yeah, like to bring up Outsport Review and snail racing, it was obvious. I was just going for a couple of chuckles here and there, and you know, but when it comes to Olympic art, it seemed like I was gonna. To me, it was like, oh, am I going for the chuckle? The automatic response of people saying Olympic art. Well, of course, the first words are, I didn't even know Olympic art was even a sport. Well, obviously. There's my chuckle. Okay, now that I'm over the chuckles and the I didn't do any snickering, and I don't plan to do any snickering. I mean, uh, it's just one of those things, Ernie. You get older in life and you start to realize that we did, yeah, we would just yeah, like I can imagine if 1970s, you know, let's bring back the early 70s. The Olympics are going to bring back the art category for 76 Olympics. Being that it's in Montreal, it seemed like a good fit. You know, art, a town with art. It loves to showcase art, and you know, it would there has just been too, you know, people would have just had as they say, the old field day with the snickering, and like it would have been on news stations, sports news stations, all across the North Indigenous continent, and what I'm saying is that like they would have been like, oh, art and Olympic art, and to really like as, whoever comes up with the funnier ones first will get the higher ratings for and bring eyeballs to, because other stations will show that little piece too, that reporter does, and what they'll do, Ernie, is probably get some monkeys, like or chimpanzees. Most your best is try to find a couple of chimpanzees. You know, with all good humor, like in good intention humor, but people take it the wrong way at the time. Is to have a couple of chimpanzees at the like if there was a zoo, to see if they want to do some art and enter the art Olympics, and submit their art in the Olympics if it's good, whatever happens. But you know, people would just like make it worse by laughing too hard, saying, "Oh, you know, a chimpanzee can do that." So, well, maybe I'm gonna say nicely, the chimpanzee has better art. Maybe the chimpanzee has a better eye for art than some humans. Who knows, right? But the point being is there would have been reaching for the chuckles department, and all those news stories, and they would have tried, as some newscaster seen the say the chimpanzee idea, and then, oh, guess what, they went to an elephant, and they tried to get an elephant to and put like a makeshift, like some kind of sporting clothing on the elephant. I don't know what it, like a, I guess the back end would be shorts and a tank top for the front. And oh, there he is, and drawing, and you know, and with the, because the elephants do sometimes do some brush strokes in there. Some like they'll, I, you know, I mean, it just shows the intelligence of animals that we take like, oh, they're just, it's just, no, there's intelligence behind animals like the elephants and there's intelligence behind every living creature, Ernie. And it's just a matter of how us humans decide to treat those of the animal kingdom. And it's not a derogatory statement to say about the animal kingdom, because humans are humans and the rest of the world is animals. It's just a classification. And of the humans, we are, was it the primates, and we're the highest level primate, and and all that. But point being is that um, yeah, yeah, we as a society always try to find the chuckle, but we find it at the and finding chuckles the hard when you're not doing it at the expense of another person or another living being. And uh, we could say, if instead of saying the word animals, we could say living being and humans. That way we don't. I'm starting to wonder if I don't even like the word to say animals anymore. It became such a like unfair to call someone a quote unquote that word, and like somehow like it just doesn't, it's like, to me it just doesn't make sense, because it's like why I just I'm just becoming one of the one with, like as they say, one with themselves, as in to like not to even uh like purposely uh find ways to uh to be one high a feeling of a superiority towards other humans. Of course, it's obvious in other humans, but even I'm including living beings, as in and I am ALS world, and I'm just. It's going to be all hard to sort it all out in life. Uh, we you can't. You, I don't expect everybody to do what I'm doing, and I don't. And I'm not like perfect at everything that I try to do, Ernie. And I have faults. I am a human being, and I just a lifelong journey. I think it's just a matter of we always remember the good times, and I'm trying to change that feeling of how I was when I was younger. If I mistakenly fell into the trappings of society, that the society that wants uh, expects, like in general, society in general. It's not everyone in this like society I grew up in. I mean, it's just like how general consciousness of treating other humans and living beings, and we I guess what I'm trying to say is that I always wanted to strive for a perfect balance, harmony, And I always, towards others, I always wanted that. And even now, back then, I'm thinking like even towards other living beings, and it. But something just changes, Ernie, and you know, in life, it's just it just. I think if you want to, I think it's just a reflection in my life is that I try to strive to not act like I would say when I was 10 years old, looking for attention and just poo pooing Olympic art. Why would I? Why I'm thinking now to myself, Ernie, is like, why would have I poo pooed Olympic art when I was 10 years old, or 11 or 12? If what do I even know what the concept of Olympic art is at 10 years old, anyways? But even like, okay, at 15 years old, or 16, 17, why would I want to poo poo Olympic art? Well, it's not me that's wanting to poo poo Olympic art. It would have been me thinking that society is if I want to be on the right on the correct side of the society, I should be poo pooing this idea of Olympic art, and it's just hard to explain that this it's like hard to explain as in like what like who is this society and why did there was the options of people that were goodwill natured and that who how many mistakes have I made in life possibly by ruining an adult's good intentions to help everybody, and it's just a matter of thinking that, like, like a teacher back in the day tried to come, and now I'm over here trying to say, oh, I think if you're a teacher in school, well, you should try to, or a parent, you have kids in school, try to bring up idea of like, hey, why don't they play netball? Now, I can imagine that this. I said it before too. There's going to be a group of people, as in younger students, that are just like, who knows, that peer pressure within themselves, thinking that if oh wait, everybody's expecting me, as in, that's the subconscious mind talking to the young person, to themselves, saying, hey, everybody expects a snarky response that Olympic art, let's just say it's 2024 and 2025, and someone brings up this idea of, hey, let's bring Olympic art back to the next Olympics as a demonstration sport first. And even though it's 2025, I could still see the, being as a young person through this side of the world's school system, that you're going to have people that are going to be snarky, and it's just their nature to be snarky, and there is good snarky and bad snarky. Gotta hear it out, Ernie, I guess. I mean, it's within the person to that's being the snarky. Well, that's just the human nature of, but making everyone have a good laugh. But it's the snarky when it gets over the tops, like a too extreme. The snarky is when it's a negative tone, and it's just like I said earlier. It's just if you could, like, as a comedic advice I'd give to anyone that's a certain age, going try to be humorous without without someone feeling bad. Like someone knows, just because 10 other people, you don't know if they're chuckling out of fear that if they don't chuckle, they're not going to be part of the group. Uh, you just don't know. Some may not like it, but some genuinely would like it, and some don't agree, but they kind of like it that someone else is. But there's, to saying that, oh, I'm not like that, but that person is, and it's funny to me. I mean, that person makes me laugh. But there was someone that had to take the abuse, and not everyone can stand up for themselves. They don't want to stand up for themselves because they just want to go through life uh, being just the person they are, and unfortunately, they hit a lesson in life is that, oh, there's people out there that will just do, don't care who they mistreat, as long as they get their laughs, that's good enough. And that's where I'm getting at is, um, I, I'm not say like at Sports News Review, we did the odd sport review, and it was never intended to be to put down other people's ideas on a fun sport. Now, you get down to the snail racing. That's in the category of we want the people that do this. They want people to have a good laugh and jokes. They're like, as long as you're talking about, because it's a snail, and it's not gonna, you're not hurting the snail's feelings. It's just, and, it's just, and why ruin other people's fun if they're having a good time? Just, it's just so. But like I said, when it comes to the Olympic art, and I, I'm just glad I took this long to finally come around to say that, like, we did. There was never any intention of a laugh at someone else's expense. Um, like I said, just because a person like can't do something doesn't mean they should poo-poo it for others or make others feel uncomfortable in the sense of why are you doing that? Why are you enjoying looking at that? And it's like I'm hoping that with Sports News Review, and well, especially with World Sports News with Ernie, the main show on like other than because with the way this channel became the Sports News Review channel is mostly NFL football, and then I have to do World Sports News with Ernie, or else it's NFL, and a little bit of CFL, and like I said, so hopefully, I get my lesson across. It doesn't have to be a lesson. Well, just my feelings how Sports News Review is doing stories and really, uh, like it's nothing. Well, like I said, Ernie, it, it fit the category odd sport was Olympic art. It won't be an odd sport anymore if it comes back. Odd sports are never intended to make it like the average odd sport is never going to make it as an Olympic event. Like the cheese, like the cheese, was it the cheese or cheese wheel racing? rolling down the hill, like a cheese, like those wheels of cheese, and rolling it down the hill. Or, I forget what the name, like anything like that, or the what is it? The what was the other ones like the well, the donkey racing. Of course, it's only going to happen. It can only do it once a year because you can't. It's a different thing than horses and the donkeys. You don't know if donkey wants to. You know, give it the rarity of that one time it runs out there, and that's good enough for its 1 year. That's it for the. You can't expect, to organize this. And, it's so that's a fun odd sport, and well, like I said, the whatever odd sport there is, it's usually going to be that the intention was to make people laugh at the idea, and they know that they want people to just laugh and like, oh, you guys doing, they wouldn't be doing it if they couldn't take it. It's not a real sport. It's just having fun, and we take it tongue in cheek also as viewers, but. Like I said, it's coming full circle where I'm all in favor in this day and age. If they actually brought back Olympic art, Ernie, I don't know how you would judge it because it just based on what culture wins the gold medal. Mostly, it's gonna be tough. It's depending on what judges are looking for that particular day. It's really really tough. But either way, though, I'm just saying that we have our policy on Sports News Review, and we still strive to do our policy on Sports News Review, especially with World Sports News and Ernie, is just not cause grief on people to make like others have have a laugh at others' expense in a negative way. It's always positive on World Sports News with Ernie. Okay, so with that, Ernie, we've been. This video has been a while. So we're good. An hour and 22 minutes into the video. So we'll say our goodbyes, Ernie, and Felix there. So all three of us, for Ernie behind the desk, and for his faithful companion, he calls the Rubber Ducky, but on Sports News Review, we call him Felix. For all three of us, we're all saying over and out.